Hello everybody, I'm going to be creating a small animation, just basic. I've already created the beginning of the animation, and today I'll be working with um, obviously this Optimus Prime rig of the original Optimus, but for today we'll be calling him Optimi. He was created and modeled by the guy named Gary Wee. Very interesting name, by the way. He did a very good job at creating this character, but I've already animated him, so if I just present that animation here, I'm going to play blast that for you. Sorry about the noise in the background, guys, but that couldn't be helped. Um, I have it all play blasted for you. It took about a minute to play blast, or maybe two. So let me just present that for you. Um, it took me all day to make the animation itself, just because animating is not an easy way to go. Um, but I'll just say right here that I did spend a lot of time on it, and I'm proud of it. So what I want to do with this is what I'm going to be doing in this video is polishing out the animation and telling you exactly what it is. So he's putting his hands in front of his face and shaking his head, and mostly because this guy right here is going to jump out, point his big cannon gun at him, and it's going to scare Optimus, and he's like, wait a second, I can fight, I can do this. And he pulls back his fist, and he gets ready to punch, but then he realizes, oh, I can trick him. So he points his finger, and Megatron looks behind him, looks up like, what? And then Optimus will transform and take off. So, let's just start by editing a little bit of his expression, because Optimus does, believe it or not, change his expression. So let me show the controls. Yes, there's a lot of them. And just make it so it's not distracting. We'll hide Megatron. I think it's more distracting now that I've hit him. So let's go to the point where he's like this, and then he'll let go, look at Megatron, but I don't want him to stay squinted that whole time, so I'll open him up a little bit. I do not understand why it does that. Most likely he's mimicking what I'm doing. Sniffing and then taking off. So no, I don't want you to transform right there. Okay, so I'm going to take this whole thing that I just created and delete it, because I can. So it doesn't do that thing beforehand, so let's just make sure that he stays in his position. So when he pulls that punch, actually, let's make it so that when he is got his hands up, he realizes, like, oh, I can deal with this. So just to give him the audience an idea, I'm going to pull that up, put his hands down. While he's putting his hands down, he gets his expression all uptight. He's ready to, do his thing. And then that's when he pulls up the punch, squints again, but he does not need to squint. Oh yeah, that's why. He does not need to squint that much. So transforms, takes off. Okay. So there we go. We polished it up. Now let's take a look at what that looks like. I kind of like it, but the problem with this pose here is that it's exposing a little too much of his eyes. So I'll put that up so that it doesn't do that. Pulls back the fist, points, transforms. Okay, so next part I was going to work on was the Optimus being a little more expressive with this left arm here, because you can see that he's not very expressive with that arm. So I'm going to fix that. When it goes down to this side, I want him to be more tensive because of the situation is a little more tense. So maybe we should like pull. Oops, under the asphalt. Pull his arm up so that he's getting ready to hit with both fists, but he's not. But he's not like holding it up back this far like this other one is, because this one's gonna be more in the front, like a stance. So his feet are already stanced up, but I want his left. Actually, that would be his right arm. Whoops. Excuse
No,
me.
that's his left arm. Yeah, that's his left arm.
From our perspective, that's on the left, but that is. Oh yeah, that's our right. My
No,
goodness.
yeah, the left.
That's his left arm. So excuse me if I get a little bit under exaggerated. And I apologize for the background voices. That was not supposed to happen. So let's pull up his arm. But when his arm goes up, you can't. Well, actually, I do like that. I do like that. Pulls up that pose. I want his arm, his lower arm, to be all up there, but I don't want it to be up that much. But yes, we do want him to guard his face, because his face is supposed to be guarded like a martial art. We want him to clench his fist, but we'll want him to do it while his arm is raising. So we'll start it there and finish the fist clenching right about there. And we'll grab his thumb. No, we'll grab his index finger. Put that at maximum. Put all of the finger stuff at maximum until it's all. There we go. And I want his pinky to be clenched too, otherwise that won't look right. His thumb, he's not giving a thumbs up to Megatron, so we might as well take that thumb, rotate it a bit. We want to just spread his thumb out. There we go. That looks just right. And when we look at the animation, now one thing we'll want is when he's got his fists up in the air like that, we'll want him to do a bit of a circulating his fist kind of a thing. So we'll put his fist up in the air again. Let's go to the right spot there. So let's see what that did. It did a bit of a circulating pulse, but his body is moving a little faster. How do I fix that? His body moves a little too fast, so it can't um, put the poses in to do that. Let's see here. He's starting to open up his fists a little bit. I want him to stay closed, so I'm going to go back here and enclose them all. The thumb, I think I'll keep the thumb where it is for now. I'll fix its little problem that it has later. That's not what I want. His fingers are opening up. That should not be happening. So it's continuously set them all to 10. Okay, that's a faster way to do it. I like that technique. I should use it more often. Now, he's not thinking, I actually like that pose. Thinks for a second there, and then, okay. Yeah, I like that. But I don't know how that looks in the animation. It happens too fast. I'm going to get rid of it. Turn the index to 10. Oh, and guys, by the way, you can get this rig. They're very easy to find. He has a video on it to teach you how to do it, and he has a there's a website you can go to find the rig. It's called Creative Crash. You kind of need to sign up for it. Once you get the sign up done, you just look up Transformer or what was it? Optimi. Yeah, Optimi. It's Optimi Prime, not Optimus. It's Optimi. Timmy. Most people get confused. Probably thinking, well, I don't get confused. No need to worry about that. I don't know how to fix this thumb just right. I'll just set the rest to 10. And that was 0. Whoops, I'm used to using 0. 10. And now he's all clinched up and ready. Now he does his little thing. Okay, so that's good to know. Now if we go back to the what is that? The forearm? I think that's the forearm. I'll just call it the forearm. I'm bad with my English. Yeah. So I kind of lowered his arm just a little bit so that it's like it drops and swings up. So it kind of does this curve move. There we go. Woo! And pulls up that fist, gets ready to hit, and then points. His arm is a little shaky though. So what I'm going to do there is try to delete some keyframes. I know this is a bit of a bad idea, but I'm going to delete some keyframes and change that. So you see, this is a very rough animation, mostly because I'm not educated in what I do. But I'm a beginner's animator, so this is a little bit funny. If you're coming here to learn how to do something, then you're in the wrong place. You're on the wrong video. So it's just the rig that's really nice. That helps out with that part, with the animation part. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to delete practically everything. I know. delete it all because I didn't like it. I'm going to start over. I'm going to put that pose in where he's getting ready to punch. Maybe I should put a bit of a bounce in where he's like jumping back and forth, ready to hit, and then he realizes, oh, I'm going to hit. I'm going to point and distract him. Maybe I should distract him. Like always, we all know that. Why are you telling us this? So I'm going to put that next pose in where he doesn't do anything suspicious. I'll put his arm right down there. And I want him to stay in that small pose for a second there, so that he can realize what his opportunity, what kind of an opportunity he has there. Unfortunately, though it's not like that, so I'm going to shift click and drag that way, so that now he sits there for a second longer and then points. I kind of like that. That was very cartoony and yeah. That was really cool. I liked that. No! I fight you and then point. And look at destruction. So that'll be good for Optimus. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you either learned something or enjoyed the part of just watching somebody animate something that's okay. I've been studying animation now for a while. This is actually one of my very first animations. Unbelievable. Yes, one of my first animations. I started working on it this morning, very early. I think it's like 3 o'clock now, and I have been very busy, just posing, transforming him, rotating the wheels, and things like that. But now, in the next video, I will be working on our little buddy here that's been waiting and waiting to come to life, and he's pretty excited to get to it. So in the next video, I will be doing so. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will be back. I really would love it if you subscribe to my channel, because I will be coming out with more of these. If you leave a like, support this playlist series, and I will be back to you later. Bye!